Hey, I'm John, talking with you this week about change. Do you ever notice that sometimes it seems like God's saying no to the change that you want to make in your life? Even though it would make a lot of sense for God to say yes, it would be great for you, it'd be great for your family, great for everyone around you, and yet you're struggling and just not making any headway. Paul in the Bible knows exactly how you are feeling. He had a change that he wanted to make in his life, a change he needed God to make in his life. Paul called it a thorn in his flesh, a messenger of Satan that tormented him. And the word there, torment, really means to beat down. Paul was feeling beat down, beat up, that the change was not coming in his life. And I think you know what that is like. We need a change, something different, and yet it's not coming. And we say, God, why? Why aren't you giving me this change? Well, when he isn't, he's got a reason, a good purpose for that. He knows better. You see, I've got 4 daughters, and each one of them has been just fascinated by the dishwasher. I think when that door comes down with the dishwasher, they scream in their minds, "New toys!" and they come toddling over or crawling over. Well, at the front of any dishwasher is always the silverware, and the shiniest of everything there is the knife. I can't count the number of times I turned around, I'm loading the dishwasher, and there's my daughter reaching for a knife, and I get so scared, I run over, I scoop her up, and she screams and cries because big mean daddy is taking away the bright shiny. God knows if what you are asking for, the change that you want in your life, is a bright shiny, something in his wisdom that he understands might actually hurt you. And so he's saying, I'm not going to give that to you, but something different. See, Paul understood that. God spoke to Paul when he wasn't giving him the change that he wanted in his life. Specifically, God said this in 2 Corinthians to Paul, "My grace is sufficient for you." Grace is God's undeserved love, his mercy, his forgiveness that we don't deserve. "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Paul realized that although God wasn't healing him physically, yet Paul was getting stronger as he trusted in God and realized, I can't do this myself. I need someone bigger than me and stronger than me to help me. May you realize the same is absolutely true for you. When the change isn't happening in your life how you want it and when you want it, God is there giving you a message. Trust in me, in my power. And that will actually change your perspective and give you joy. That's exactly what happened for Paul. Paul said then, "Therefore I'm going to boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, for when I'm weak, then I'm strong." If you want strength in this life, it truly comes through Christ. To realize that no matter what his plan is for you, it's always to bless you and always to prosper you. Even when the change doesn't come the way you want, it's always for your good. Tomorrow as we get together, I'm going to talk on how guilt sometimes stops change. So hit subscribe. I'll see you next time. Truth be told, none of us are fine. We all are hurting, broken, aching on the inside, a change that we desperately want to make, but we just don't know how.